is. You ready? Okay, we're about to begin. Dominique, you may begin.
Thank you. So have you guys ever thought about maybe installing a residential scale wind turbine? You could produce your own electricity and thus decrease your electricity bills at the same time as you decrease your carbon footprint. So this sounds great until you start thinking about how much it costs to install a residential scale wind turbine. So one of the things that everyone is going to wonder if they're thinking about this is, will it pay for itself in electricity savings? So the way that you would decide that is you could run the calculation. You could look at what is the price of electricity in your area? What kind of turbine are you going to get? How much will it cost to install? How much power could it possibly produce? And then what is the wind speed in your area? And based on that wind speed, how much power will the turbine actually produce? So there's a cubic relationship between wind speed and power in the wind. So what this means is if you double the wind speed, so say you go from 5 meters per second to 10 meters per second, you're going to get an 8-fold increase in the power available in the wind. So you go from 75 watts per meter squared up to 600 watts per meter squared. So this means there's an incredible difference. Small increases in wind speed can create very large increases in the power produced by a turbine. So this is what my research looked at. I looked at, can you predict, is it possible to predict the amount of electricity produced by a wind turbine using different tools? So the tool I used was a software program called WindPro, and wind speed and direction data collected at 2 sites. On the map, you can see Novaterra and Star School. That's where we collected wind speed and direction data. Then we used that data to predict the electricity produced at the Scharf turbine site. Lucky for us, there was a turbine actually at that site, which you can see in the picture. And we were able to compare the electricity produced actually at this turbine with the predictions. So this turbine produced 2.9 megawatt hours over a year. And with the predictions I ran, the numbers I got back were 3.1 megawatt hours and 3.2 megawatt hours for the same year. So looking at these results, you can see that the results are consistent with each other, and they're only about 10% higher than the actual electricity produced at this site. So we can see, and this can be explained by days in which the turbine is shut down for maintenance or weather events such as icing where the turbine can't run. So what we found was that you can, in fact, find the right amount of electricity, predict it, and decide if the turbine would be economically worth it. Thank you very much.